morning, guys. Theo here on Common Sense. First video here from my new country of residence. I just went to greet the morning sun. Hey, what up, big guy? With the swim in the sea. I live like 150 meters from the sea. I can see it from my balcony. And I have a 5-minute walk to this beach here. So that's pretty damn cool. But arriving here yesterday, I went through a lot emotionally, arriving, leaving everything behind. Everything that I know behind, arriving at a new place. And so I thought of this video idea. Hammering down the importance of working on you, not relying on the external, but doing the internal work, so you're the fucking most rock solid thing in your life that there is. So, arriving here, I've been living in the same place for all my life. I've been traveling quite a bit, but I've always had, people and the things. I just know how everything works around me, right? And I build this very, very solid routine for how I go about things. And so I know very often what my days are going to look like. And the parts I don't know what they're going to look like, it's like I have almost endless options because I know everything around me, right? So arriving here, it's the complete opposite. I have been here when I was like 5 years old, or I guess I was here when I was 9 too, but that doesn't really help me a whole lot now. But yeah, I arrive here. I know fucking nothing, both about the place where I live, the actual house, the surroundings. I know nothing. I'm gonna have to figure out everything, gyms, stores, all that shit, I don't really know much about the country. Of course I know things about the country, but it's one thing to hear things, but I come upon things all the time that are different compared to home, right? And I don't really know anyone. I have a few connections here, but nothing close to the network I have at home, right? And so I just notice how I experience everything very differently, that I feel insecure in, I just feel more insecure in general. And that's something you gotta understand. It's okay to feel insecure. It's not the point of this, what we're doing, the things we're talking about, this channel, you could just become perfect and you never feel anything insecure, you never feel uncomfortable, everything is kind of easy for you. That's not the point at all. But for instance, when I was kind of stressed because I need to meet the lady who's giving me the apartment and stuff, I knew that the taxi drivers were hustling me at the airport, but I was too stressed, because I don't let people use me, really. But I knew they charge 30 euros more at least than they should for a taxi ride. But I was kind of I just feel a little that they're all hectic, and I just went with it, and it's not a big deal. Since I'm making a conscious decision, but fine, I'll just pay a little extra, so I just fucking arrive at that place, and then I'll just go looking into taxis. I've got an app. I already sorted that out, right? But also, just in the stores, the whole. Just being in a new place, they're speaking a different language, even though I've studied it. And I go into coming here, I think I'm going to try to order stuff in Greek and stuff, but I just revert to English because I feel a little I come there, a little insecure like that. And I can also tell that other things in life, there are often something going on in your life, something you worry a little bit about, and I can just tell how when I feel a bit insecure and lost, how I feel more like that around those things, right? And so the point I want to make here, though, is I still feel a little insecure because I'm so used to, again, knowing when I start the week, I pretty much know what it's going to look like, a big chunk of it. And again, like I said, for the parts I don't know, there's just so many options for me to sew the whole thing together. Now I'm here. Yeah, I knew I was gonna go get a coffee at a cafe. I accidentally ordered an espresso freddo, by the way. That's apparently a huge ice cold espresso. Disgusting. But you see things like that. But I actually told the lady that was not actually what I wanted. It was a misunderstanding. But I said it's okay. I'll have the hot one, the zesty one next time. But I knew I was gonna have a coffee and go swim in the sea in the morning sun, and I know I'm gonna have some client calls because that, of course, doesn't change. But then I have no idea. I'm gonna have to find the places where I get food. I have no idea what I'm gonna do about training. And when I found all of that, I'm gonna have just a lot of space to just be with myself. And it's just you just see the point what I'm saying, right? It's so different to what I'm used to. But the thing is, in the end, I felt nervous about going here too, because I know that I've always been in the same place, la-di-da-di-da, never done something like this, right? But I also know I built myself so fucking strong in general through the practices I do, with the hard training, all the fucking effort I've gone through there, how I pushed myself, how I've done stuff when I really don't want to, or kept going when I don't want to. I've done that for such a long time. I've been so strict with fasting and diet, you know. I've done the cold therapy, I've done the sauna and the sauna meditation, I've done meditation in general. You see, I've done all this internal work that it is. You know, training in the gym is internal work. Of course, it depends on how you mean. If you mean that the body is external to the soul or whatever, because it is in a sense. But it's still work on you. It's you that has to do it. It's not something outside of you. It's work that you do on you. So the point is that in the end, even when I go through this feeling insecure, don't really knowing what I'm supposed to do, because of all of this, other emotions come up and I feel a little like, like a little lonely, a little like that, you know. But I know that I'm such a strong ass motherfucker. I'm like the most solid person that I know personally, you know. If other people can handle a lot of other things, you know, blah blah, then I'll be able to handle this with ease. I just know it. And this is the point I want to make with this video. If you just make yourself into a doer, a strong ass, just generally strong person with good habits, with good morals, values and practices in life, that's your standard setting with you, no matter where you are, you'll always be able to handle things. Do you see? It's like the point I want to make is that a lot of people, they look for external solutions, or like, because now, of course, I've arrived, there's a plan. It's not like, oh, I feel insecure, external solution, I go away, you know. But people, when they can't handle something, it's often like, oh, if only this, that's not me, could change. If only this could change. Oh, it's because of the place I'm in. But it's because you are in that place. You have these things. If you can change, then you will be able to handle these things better. That's the final point. The only thing you can control in the end is you. So that's why it's so important to not get hung up on external things like, oh, if I only got this thing, if I only go to that place, if I only got that, if I only got a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. No, if you make the one environment, your body and mind, that's the one environment you can never escape. So you have to make it strong as hell so that you'll be able to take on anything. In the end, yeah, guys. I guess that's the point. It's a little vague. Maybe I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge, guys. But that's the end. I made a reel on Instagram actually that I put. It was a clip of me doing searcher squats, and I said maybe I'll put it up here on the side when I'm talking. But so when no one else is there, do you ever think to yourself that? When life is difficult and no one else is there, do you ever realize that, damn, I'm lucky I have me? Because that's the point you want to arrive at, guys. Even when I struggle a lot, even when I have anxiety and or feel insecure and all this, in the end, I never feel truly bad about me, because there's no one else I'd rather have to go through all of this with. And that only becomes, what inevitably becomes when you build yourself up to one of the strongest people you know, right? If you think about what you think is a strong person, what do you really look up to and admire when you think, oh, that guy, he could do anything, wow. If you look at those things and then you make yourself fit into that, how can you not love yourself and trust yourself and feel like you're strong and that you can take on anything? That's actually what good self-esteem is like, guys. I saw a great image once. It was like a lot of thought bubbles about what good self-esteem is like. There was a lot of thought bubbles about the head, a lot that they all led to in the end. I can't imagine anything better than being me, you know. And that's for a person that doesn't have good self-esteem. They're gonna project and feel like that's like arrogant, full of yourself, blah blah. But loving being yourself doesn't mean that you hate or look down on other people. It's funny. It's actually quite the opposite. If you don't love yourself, you can't truly love other people. And if you hate yourself, you're gonna project it onto other people. Like I said, if it hurts your feelings to hear someone say that they love themselves, then you hate yourself. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, guys, I guess I'll end this video. Get used to environments like this now for the time to come. I have some old videos from back home where it's not really this kind of video, so those will come up. But yeah, guys, please comment. Please let me know anything. Anything you want to know about Greece. I don't know, guys. Just comment and like. It all helps the channel. That's something I'm gonna have a lot of time to work harder on the channel, my content, and all that. So please keep video ideas coming. Anything, guys. Please help me. Let's fucking make the channel explode now. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscles, health improvement, stoicism, mental health, relationships, philosophy, mindset. It's a mindset, guys. All right, guys. I will see you later. Peace. Say bye to Dad, son. He's your dad.